What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me. Doing my 10,000 steps. I'm taking one of my shortcuts to get from one place to another. But we're going to talk about Cam Newton and this recent sit down he did where he was getting pretty pressed by a boss babe. I think she was a psychologist. Her sister goes by Dr. Bryant. At least that's what her chain said while she sat up there. And it was an interesting watch because I mean some of the stuff that she was saying to him, she was making some really good points because Cam was sounding crazy. I think he was saying he got like 8 kids by 3 different women, and he want even more kids. He want God to just give them to him. And, he was getting pressed about making broken homes, similar to how Nick Cannon is doing. And, his logic and reasoning just sounded really strange when he was going through this. So, sister was, she was cooking. She was. I ain't gonna even hold you up. She was cooking. A lot of the stuff that she was saying, I was agreeing with because I'm not an advocate for making broken homes, especially at that rate. I'm all for people doing what makes them happy, but not at the cost, not at the detriment of your own community. She was pointing out how what he was doing was selfish. And it just kind of reminded me a bit about the sit down that she did with Nick Cannon. I seen that one before. Now, I didn't really watch much of the Nick Cannon one. I didn't watch much of this one either. I really don't be interested in watching these interviews. Just if the clips, the hot spots are going around, I'll check those out. But, the segment that I saw of the Cam Newton one, it was so like crazy, that specific segment. It almost tempted me to check out the whole thing. Like, man, what is this about? But then I saw the entire time of it. I'm like, nah, ain't no way. Sorry, I don't care that much about what they saying. But yeah, she was cooking. But I did find something to be interesting because, she's like psychoanalyzing everything he's saying this is the reason, that's the reason, yada, yada, yada. But when he asked her the question about why is she 41, childless and unmarried, she didn't really answer that. She gave some sort of statement, but she really didn't answer the question. And Cam is very charming, very charismatic. He's really good at the whole podcast thing, I believe. But he let her skate with that, where I think somebody else that was a bit more skilled would have been like, no, let's not deflect. Let's stay here. Because she actually said that. I don't remember if she said that to Cam or to Nick. She said it to Nick Cannon. She had asked Nick Cannon something, and he gave some kind of, not so serious reply. And she was like, let's not deflect, let's stay here. Somebody that was a bit more skilled probably would have pulled that move with her. Like, hey, let's stay here. You didn't really give me an answer. You said a bunch of words, but you didn't really answer my question. And, she was cooking. She really was, until he hit her with that and she seemingly couldn't answer it. But that type of woman, though attractive, though educated, I can already tell you why she doesn't have a man, why she's single, why she's childless. I can tell you exactly why. Just basically her interaction with Cam Newton summed it up. You could tell she's somebody that thinks she's right all the time, or more so needs to be right all the time. everything you say or do, because she's got her degree, she's going to be psychoanalyzing every little thing you do. And I can tell you she's probably done that in plenty of relationships, and this is why nobody's going to keep her. Because it's not about money, because, I'm assuming she's doing okay for herself with her practice. It's not about looks, because she was an attractive sister, very well put together, very, very polished. But here she is at the age that she is, and nobody's decided to keep her. And you could just tell in her interactions with him. She would ask questions, pretty much any answer that he would give, she wants to give pushback and tell him what he really meant or what this really is and whatnot. Dudes just really ain't gonna deal with that, man. They not. So she's probably never gonna change. She's talking about she still, what would you say? She can't wait to be a mom. She didn't say anything about marriage. At least not in the clip that I saw. She didn't say anything about marriage, but she was like, she can't wait to be a mom. And I'm just like, sis, you 41. Not saying that it's impossible, but you're 41. By the time the kid's going off to college, you're gonna be going on 60. I don't know about this. And I can tell you, she's not gonna mess with no bum dude. Just based on the way that she was speaking, she absolutely is not going to mess with some bum dude that she deems to be beneath her. Not gonna happen. She's not gonna get involved in not gonna get involved with some underachieving man. So that only leaves the high achieving men for her that she believes she deserves. And they're usually not checking for a woman that's 41 if they want to start a family. If it's some guy that's been out there putting a dent in the universe and he decides, he's at her age, he's like 41, 42, 43, and he decides he wants to finally settle down, get married, have a family, if he doesn't, have a family already, or if he just wants to have more kids. He might have a family and just wants to have more kids. They're usually not checking for a 41-year-old opinionated boss babe to wife up and start having kids with. So this isn't no personal attack against her. It's just some of her behavior, her demeanor, and just overall the way she was talking and stuff. I just seen a lot of similarities in her that I do with the modern women that are like, they won't settle, they refuse to settle, and that's fine. You have your preferences, and far be it for me to tell you to bend on that. But there are oftentimes the same type of women that end up in this situation, in their 40s, no man, no kids too. In a lot of cases, they do have kids. They'll have kids, but you could tell that she was like really chasing her career. So if they're chasing their career, no kids. So she just fits into that demographic. And still, here we are, 40s, talking about I can't wait to be a mom. I don't know where this comes from. The idea that you can wait so long, you can put off being a wife, you can put off being a mom, you can put this stuff off for so long, and then when you're finally ready, this mythical man is supposed to materialize and fill that void in your life. I don't know, man. But for y'all that have seen this, let me know what y'all think about this. Let me know what's y'all take on this, man. Y'all love to leave me the books in the comments. So leave me that book. Let me know what you think about this, because I'm definitely curious. I found this to be a very interesting, kind of like surprise clip. It really did throw me for a loop, because I don't even know how he got connected with Sis in the first place. And at times I was surprised, because it seemed like she believed she was above him. And here you have a very accomplished, very successful, former pro athlete, And at times, the way she was speaking, it was like she believed she was above him. I thought that was just crazy. Not even his peer, but above him. And I'm sure she's not out-earned him. So I don't know where that idea would come from. Because we could say money don't mean everything, but ask those women that aren't willing to settle, is money really not everything? Because that's one of the top things that they list off of why they're not willing to settle. So do with that what you will. But like this video, man. Give your boy that thumbs up because it helps me out. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll holler at y'all soon. Peace.